Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Shizzy. On this channel, we cover the entire Bitcoin Ordinal ecosystem. What is up, guys? We have a great show for you guys today. So every week we do a weekly update and a weekend update, and today is the weekend update. So it's going to be a really great show for you guys today. We got a lot of really good topics. We're going to go over all the markets like we always do. It's going to be a really, really good show. We are dropping some alpha, something that we've been working on, and we think you guys would really like, so stay tuned for that. But without further ado, let's get the show started. Let me bring in my partner, as always, Mr. Yagobi. What's up, buddy?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's going on, man? How was your weekend?
Weekend was pretty good. Week was pretty good. It's slow. It's just been slow, kind of, right? It's almost kind of like, okay, we're back in like building mode, and people might say building mode should never stop, but when things get really bullish, it's like, okay, you got to pay attention to the markets, right? But I think whenever things get kind of slow and you might get a little bit bored, just for me, I feel like get back to that creativity, get back to that building, and that's what we've been doing.
Yeah, for sure.
So
And it's like, outside right now, I don't know how it is in Texas, but up here it's wet, cold, and rainy, and that's all we've been doing. We got our heads down building. You want to get into that first?
yeah, we can touch on that.
So we've been doing something for the community, something that we thought about doing for a long time because there hasn't been anything like that. And I thought, hey, like, I would like to personally have, some like honk shirts or some Bitcoin frog shirts or a hoodie with a Bitcoin frog on it. So we at Ordinal Revolution, we started a clothing line. And if you want to get to it, you just got to go to ordinalrevolution.com, hit the little shop tab, and that'll take you to our link.
Yeah, actually, yeah. So it's store. The tab is store right here. It's the main one. You just click on that, and then it will take you. It'll pop you out into another URL because it's our Shopify there. But you can see right here. We have some hoodies. You have the Bitcoin frogs right here. And just to let y'all know, these are all inscriptions that we personally have and own. So, but really cool ones, right? So the Hitman frog and Ribbit, the Bitmap T-shirts, which look really dope in my opinion. And all of them do have our logo on the side because this is something that we're creative about and we're trying to start here. So pretty cool.
Click the honk right there.
Which one? The honk?
Yeah, go back. Over left. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, this one's a really cool one.
I like that one.
The goose and old honk, and then you can zoom in there, and then you can see just like this is what I meant. Right here, our brand is right there, so it's really, really cool. But yeah, this is just another way to kind of support the show. We got some BRC 420 stuff up here. Got mineral, that's really cool. If you want a honk coffee mug, I really like the Curse Goosenol stuff. This is actually my Curse Goosenol 404-264, and it says Ordinals are dead. Really love that one. And then you can get the hoodie versions and stuff like that, and you can just check it out. Right, we have all different types of designs on here. Resident Yagobi and Shizzy. We even got Atomical's Toothies on here. So really, really cool. But
yeah, man. So check that out for us, guys. Let's go take a look. You don't got to buy anything. And just so you guys know, we see none of the addresses or anything. We're doing it through a third party. We just get a little profit off each one that is sold. So you'll be working with Printful. Printful is a huge, large company. They don't give us any information of yours whatsoever. You do everything through them, and then that's done. They're just like, like an Amazon type of printing type of company. They just print shirts. That's all they do. We see nothing. We only see your email. It's the only thing we can see. So just let you guys know, if that's something you do not have to worry about.
Yep. So it's exciting though, because I'm definitely picking up a couple of those, and we'll possibly do some giveaways too in the future, leading up to Nashville, which is going to be a really fun time.
Yeah, and if you are in Nashville, you see us, we'll have some stuff. You can
merch.
Come up to with this. We'll have some Ordinal Revolution merch to give you guys. So not a lot, but we'll see how much the store makes, and then we'll recycle that into giveaways and things like that. So
100%.
But yeah. But that's our show for today, and we'll actually get into some news. What we got first?
Let's do it. Well, this is going to tie into another topic that we have too, so we'll kind of go back to back on these. But next Wednesday, the ETF approval deadline, right, is the 10th, and I believe it's the 10th. Yeah, the 10th. And we'll see if it's really a put up or shut up moment, or if Gigi and his squad is going to put this off for another 30 days. But you made a great point before we jumped on about, if they do keep pushing it back, that the companies can sue at this point.
Yeah, because they're basically sued for, I think it's negligence or something, but that's one of the things that they can do. And I think that Gary's not going to postpone it. He's going to just get it done, but he's gonna go into the last second and make sure, because he has leverage right now, and he doesn't want to lose his leverage. If he makes it go 30 days, he's going to lose his leverage, and then maybe these companies don't agree to do the things that he's agreeing with. But they all want to be in there together, because the first mover advantage is very important. If someone disagrees with something, there's 10 more that agree with it. They're going to be the lone company out. So Gary has so much leverage in his hands, and if he postpones it 30 days, that he's going to lose that leverage. So I think he gets it done, but he's going to make sure he gets everything exactly the way he wants it, and it's going to be the last minute possible. But we'll have an ETF by Wednesday, if not sooner. But I don't think it happens until deadline.
Yeah, and us in our audience, well, there's some of our audience that does dive into traditional TradFi, but a lot of it doesn't. And I think that they're going to be shocked to see how many firms and companies start filing after that, because there's going to be an ETF frenzy, in my opinion, because they're going to look at this as like a large opportunity, even if they're not in the ETF game for long term. If they can make like short term gains on this opportunity, right? Because there's going to be the dominating companies that will be the long-term Bitcoin ETF kind of, issuers and stuff. So, or, firms that manage it and stuff.
So my next question would probably be, let's just say this thing does get approved Wednesday at 12 p.m. or whatever the time is for the deadline. What happens? Because I have my opinion. I think I already told you guys about it, but I'm curious of your opinion.
Yeah, and that can kind of lead into this, but the opinion that I have is, I'm not saying all of it was baked in. I do think that there's a decent amount that's baked into the price, but of course it's going to shoot up because it's like one of the biggest like positive news for crypto that we've had since XRP, which honestly XRP really wasn't really big for the entire space as much as we thought it would be. But Bitcoin ETF is totally different. Like, if anybody could pick one crypto to just have as like the most safe crypto, they're going to pick Bitcoin, right? And so it's literally just, it's humongous news in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it is huge. And what I think is happening is I think Bitcoin goes on a massive run that doesn't stop. I think that after Wednesday, you're going to see Bitcoin. So right now, the Dow and the S&P are at all-time highs. And if they're not at all times, they're right under it. And I think that Bitcoin has some catching up work to do. And I think that Bitcoin, we see all-time highs before the ETF opens up. So after the ETF is approved on Wednesday, I think that it's 29 days. After that is when it can go live on NASDAQ. And when that goes live on NASDAQ, I think we will probably see a dump. But I see 3 weeks of like rampaging Bitcoin and bleeding Ordinals. So for this question, why Bitcoin is a better hold than Ordinals, I think Ordinals bleed into Bitcoin. And we saw that before when Bitcoin went from 26,000 to 34,000. Ordinals bled. That was the entire
but it did bleed, but it didn't bleed that bad. It didn't bleed that bad.
Well, it bled against Bitcoin pretty bad, but it didn't bleed against its dollar value.
I mean, yeah.
We saw
okay, so
from 70 cents to 30.
And then
you know what I mean?
And then to $5 and then $7.
I mean, but
right?
that was when Bitcoin rested.
But that's kind of one of the points I want to make here is that yes, there'll be a pullback, but then it's gonna like spring everything forward, right? So like if you play it perfectly, like literally like play your hand perfectly, then you could really take advantage of this opportunity because we kind of saw how it happened the first time.
Yeah.
Now the only difference is that Bitcoin will probably spring harder. It will spring harder this time than it did 3 weeks ago, right? 4 weeks ago. But what we did see is like it sprung up the first time, and then Ordinals kind of bled a bit, and then Ordinals caught up, and then Ordi was announced that it was listed on Binance, and then everything took off, and then Bitcoin was stagnant for like a week, and then it bled again, and then next thing you know, Sats gets announced that it's being, because Bitcoin didn't take off again like hard. Yeah. Sats got announced that it was listed, and then the whole BRC and Ordinal space took off, and Frogs got up to like 5.49.
Yeah,
So
just under
that's
5.
where I have sometimes I like whenever you say that they're going to bleed against Bitcoin, that's not what happened with certain things. You know, like frogs didn't bleed against Bitcoin. It
They
did
did
for a
at
short
first.
period. It did
Yeah.
for a short period of time, but it wasn't massive enough for it to not propel and actually Bitcoin bleed against ordinals, I guess, in those situations, right?
It
It
did,
didn't
yeah, for
bleed
sure.
because it didn't go down, but like those ordinals went up to their all-time highs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bitmap hit its all-time high. Bitcoin frogs hit its all-time high. And I'm not talking
Yeah.
about dollar amount. I'm talking about Bitcoin amount.
Bitcoin amount. Yeah. But to my point originally is that was a week, a 10-day run by Bitcoin, right? From 34 to 45, right? But I see it being a 3-week run, right? So take that little bleed that we seen from ordinals and times it by 3. That's what I'm seeing. And there's a lot more liquidity in the markets than there was last time. So that's the reason why I say that. And I think that you're going to see 3 weeks of upward movements that we've never seen from Bitcoin, potentially a $10,000 candle at some point. And I see that happening. You're going to see a lot of ordinals and things bleeding into Bitcoin. There's a lot of people that made a lot of money in ordinals who haven't got out yet, and they're sitting there and they're contemplating, should I get into Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin a safer hold? I am majority Bitcoin right now. I still have my, just like you always say, your plays that you're going to hold regardless. And I have those locked in tight, and but I'm sitting on majority of Bitcoin, and I've been taking profits, and I've been telling you guys for over a month now that I was taking profits, so that's just my strategy. It might not be your strategy, and I don't think anyone knows what's going to happen, and I just want everyone to be prepared for every situation.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great point. Yeah, I do think that there's a lot of people that are on that same, brain wave that you're on with that,
Yeah.
right? In terms of, okay, you can kind of see it right now, like, node monkeys pulled back to like 0.2. They were all the way to almost 0.3. They'll probably get down to 0.15, maybe even
Ooh,
lower.
you think so?
Frogs,
Ooh.
yeah, probably. And then frogs are like 0.18 today. I'm
Yeah.
looking at frogs, because I want to get a reentry, or pick up another frog actually,
Yeah.
but I want to get in at the right price. And it's hard because, like, what is the right price, right? Like, no
Yeah.
one can time it perfectly, but at the same time, and I remember saying this too before, like, people will want to ride the Bitcoin wave up in Bitcoin, and then once they make their profits, they will dump hard into certain things, right? Believe me, the speculative plays, they're still going to play, but
Yeah.
some of them won't, just because, like, the founder's not there, they're dumb, they just like walked away or something. But some of them, the ones that are still kind of active on Twitter and X and stuff, those ones will probably still spring hard. None of this is financial advice, it's just my opinion, but like, that's probably the time where me, like any of the middle and super like speculative risk plays, I'll probably want to be like, okay, that's where I'm gonna, take my profit for those.
Yeah.
And then for me, Bitmap and frogs and those strong plays, OMBs and stuff like that, those still will have higher to go once Bitcoin is really like ballistic, right? Whether that's this coming fall of 2024 or the summer, it's, we don't know, we can't tell the
Yeah.
future. So
Unless, I mean, the only thing that could kind of like push back on everything is, if something happens with Taiwan, or if something happens with the US in any type of war. That's the only thing, that the only black swan event that I see that can kind of push Bitcoin or kind of stall Bitcoin's entry. But I see this being Bitcoin summer, man. I see
yeah.
it's gonna be, and I think ordinals will have the best of all of everything. Yeah, I'm saying Bitcoin ordinals are down for now, but I think this summer ordinals are gonna have that DeFi
This will
summer
be the
moment.
true like Bitcoin summer, right? Like the
Yes.
ordinal summer that everybody was talking about last summer.
Yep.
It's going to be this summer, in my opinion, leading into the fall. But we haven't even gotten to the previous cycle's top, and
Yeah.
I keep talking about that because that's whenever things start to get like, ooh, what's going on? People are like can't stop talking about Bitcoin and crypto
Yeah.
right now. The people that are talking about it are the people that know, or people that are benefiting from it right now, which is still like the community's grown over the past 2 months a lot, but it's still not like how Ethereum was in 2020, 2021,
Yeah.
right? But it will get there and then some, in my opinion.
Yeah, and especially with with people sending notes, you know what I mean. So and then you have a few other people. It's getting the people's eyes are just starting to be like, what's going on over there, and that is very exciting. I think we're gonna have a tremendous summer. To your point, but yeah,
Yeah, and also just one last point on this is that there's like we mentioned in our last update, there's people from Ethereum and other ecosystems that are coming over and realize that, hey, I missed the boat, I messed up, I missed it, and they're really trying to figure out like what would be like their entry point, right? When
yeah,
can they come in, or what can I get into early? So Atomicals and Tap and stuff like that. There's so many options still that are awesome.
it really
Awesome
is.
options in my opinion.
Yeah,
BRC 420, like so shout out and props to you guys that actually had the conviction for ordinals this over this past year, because you guys are ahead of them, right? You
yeah,
guys in terms of education and your positions, right? So just keep staying in day out. Obviously not financial advice, I'm talking about like for the community and educating yourself and stuff like that, because there's going to be a slew of people that come in and they're looking for this, what can I get in earlier, what dropped, because there's going to be opportunities, but you just got to know what you're doing. So
100%. Yeah, man. So we got next.
all right, let's jump over here. Even though it has been pretty slow, there's been a couple of BRC 20s that have been, on my timeline. People have been talking about them. The two are Scan, SCAN, and ORDS, ORDS. And we're going to kind of start with Scan here. Scan is a SAT scan, and I'm going to share the site. So SatScan is a BRC20 token. The project is where DeFi and rare sats intersect. Rare sat hunting is a new phenomenon made possible by ordinal theory on Bitcoin, as stated nicely by experts. Not all Satoshis are created equal. Some Satoshis are rarer than others, creating a market of rare Satoshis. They contain special attributes that make them unique. Okay, so, this is another market, right, that like really hasn't, taken off at all. I mean, it has a little bit. We've seen like the uncommons and those jumped up to, I believe, like 200 plus. Did they get to 300 floor?
No, I get close
Okay.
though.
Yeah. So, but it pulled back real quick once, ordinals kind of settled down and stuff. But I think it's going to be a big market too, right? Another opportunity for people that weren't here early, the people that have been here and know about it, like you and I. We have our rare sat bags, right, that are tucked away. And so I think there's projects that are trying to really get, ahead of this before it like blows up. And SatScan seems to be one. Obviously, guys, do your research. It says, how does this work? Let me share this again one more time. How does this work? It's simple. Stake your scan token and earn rare sat hunting yield. So you're going to stake the scan token and you'll earn rare sat hunting yield, just exactly what I just read. Paid out in BTC. The automated rare sat hunter can complete 50 cycles per day, but is only efficient when hunting with very high volume, as fees quickly add up on Bitcoin. So it looks like there's going to be a staking mechanism here that incorporates rare sats, and it pays you out in BTC. Always do a ton of your research on these type of projects. Anything with staking or anything like that, obviously there's like liquid staking and there's legitimate staking protocols that came out of the DeFi boom in 2021, but there was a lot that were illegitimate, and it was just a house of cards. So none of this is financial advice, but we want to bring you the latest news and stuff. So
Yeah, very
what are your thoughts
exciting
on that?
I love hearing staking and all. I'm a DeFi guy. You know what I mean? I love DeFi. So obviously, I don't know if this is going to be good. I don't know anything really about it besides what we've learned today. And but it just gets my gears going, man, when I hear staking and stuff. And I do understand, like, if you don't know where the yield's coming from, you are the yield. Like I've been there, I played that game, but it's still exciting that we're seeing the innovation heading towards DeFi.
Yeah, for sure. And just to let the audience know, that's the scan token's at a $900,000 market cap right now. So it's really early with that one.
Yeah.
And then we're going to move over to ORDS, ORDS, which is Ordiswap. And you can go to their website. It's ordiswap.fi. ORDS revolutionizing assets, redefining transactions. Ordiswap brings dynamic, automated market maker infrastructure to BRC20, unlocking unparalleled liquidity on Bitcoin's native layer. So this is something that's they're trying to build this order book here. It looks like, it's right now, this is another hot topic, right? We saw this in the summer. People were just like, we have the solution for DeFi, we have the solution for dexes and swaps and automated markets. But another one to do your research on. I did see some reputable people in terms of alpha callers talk about this, and so it's something to check out. I did see their market cap is right at $1 million, so it's another early play. So I'll be keeping my eye on this one. But again, guys, like nobody has proven to be able to create an AMM yet on layer 1 for sure. So if that's what they're doing here, then I would really like to see how they're doing it. But it's going to come though, just because like it's a part of like the evolution, right? Don't you think?
Yeah, for sure. Yep. And it's one of those things where we've seen people demonstrate, some of these AMMs to us, and it's hard to believe without seeing it. And it's even when you're seeing it, it's still like, I still don't know. You know what I mean? So it'll be fun to kind of experiment. But definitely, guys, when you're experimenting with these things, don't put a lot of money in. Just know what you're doing. Just be very smart with all this stuff. Everything's gonna come new, come quick, and come fast. And just be prepared to lose something. So just don't put in more than you can afford to lose, and just be smart with all this stuff. This is all brand new, but again, getting in early could set you up financially for a long time. But at the same time, just be smart.
Yeah, it's all about doing your own research, right? All the information that comes from here is just for research purposes only, and we just get excited about innovation if it's true innovation happening. There's a couple of people that we have strong relationships with that we really just believe in these people, right, that are building these L2s and stuff like that. And so I believe it's coming. It's the demand for it is really just getting to the point to where it's someone has to do it, because it just doesn't it doesn't make sense not to at this point. So that's it in terms of like new projects, guys. But we do have some pretty cool innovation happening. Not innovation necessarily, but on-chain monkey, Danny and those guys are really talented. They inscribed a 320-piece collection on block 7/8 sats using reinscription and parent-child. A lot of people don't realize, and if you're new to the space, that OCM and Danny, they were doing recursion before Casey had released the PR for it, or just the specs for it, or the update. And so they're really talented over there. But I'm going to share what they did. So it says Or.io wrote this. It appears that On-Chain Monkey inscribed these 320-piece collections on block 7/8 using reinscription and parent-child. And then if you just click on the Or.io link, you can see it looks like a bunch of almost kind of like emojis. Really cool. Right. And so like he's doing like parent child for these, and he did them all cursed too. So these could be these could be a pretty penny in the future, because with the Jubilee update, you're no longer able to create cursed inscriptions. So for those who don't know what cursed inscriptions are, they're negative inscriptions, and they were basically error inscriptions before the Jubilee update. And the way that Casey had set it up, he would assign it a negative number for the inscription number and just kind of put it out of the order. And so what happened was it just made things very complicated for programmers and developers to really index stuff and just try to organize and stuff. So what they did was they did the Jubilee update, which got rid of cursed inscriptions, but except for the ones that already existed. And the cutoff date was, I forget the block number, but it was, I believe, yesterday. Or 2 days ago, sorry. But yeah, so I think there's only 500,000 total curse inscriptions. So just take that in for the rest of all time, right? So
man, I think it's really awesome that they did this. It was like they probably did it up against the wire too, because 2 days ago that was Jubilee Day, right? So it's like they probably did it right at the end there. And it's funny because the last, I'm gonna see if I can find it here, because I just added a topic there to the inside when you said that, because it just resonated. But the last inscription was, of course, it was a goose and all right.
Did you find it?
I'm looking for it right now, but I know what it looks like. I know who has it posted.
Oh, I think this is it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Is it red?
No, it's this one.
Oh yeah, that is it. Yep, that is the last cursed image that will ever be created.
and it was on a pizza set, and the Xverse kind of gave homage to, you know, the Goosenals here. The cursed goose is loose. Happy Ordinals Jubilee. The last ever cursed inscription image is a goose on a pizza set. Show us your cursed inscriptions, and then people were just kind of showing theirs. But
Yeah.
you know, it's funny because I think like CB Spears, like someone had told him that the last cursed inscription was a goose, and he goes, "Damn it! Of course it was a goose," and all from those guys. And so it's like, you know, he's just joking. I mean, I think CB Spears is a great guy. We've had conversations with him. He's you know, insightful, funny, and it was just a really good conversation. But I think the base,
definitely have him back on the show again.
Yeah, we should. But the base guys get a lot of crap, you know, because like, you know, they give a lot of crap. The base guys give a lot of crap. So I mean, it is what it is, you know, with them. And I love being a part of base because of that. It's like, you know, they're gonna get your back, and there's just a lot of great alpha that happens, and education, you know, Ordinal support desk and stuff. But awesome that it was the last curse inscription though, right?
It was really awesome. And shout out the entire base community from J25 to 1 and 2 to Block to Hype to obviously the leader Bean and all those guys in there, Hopeful and all those guys. So shout out all the base community. They had the support desk. If you guys ever need support on anything, just go to the Ordinal support desk. Those guys will help you out. I just had our boy Varying Viewpoint, one of our members, actually hit me up and said, "Yo, I have this issue." So I created the room with J25 and him, and J25 walked him through what to do. I don't know if the issue was solved, but J25 helped him out. He supported from the support desk. So shout out to those guys.
So if you're new to Ordinals, you might want to jump in there and just, you know, but be confident. Just, you know, introduce yourself and let them know you're new and stuff. And they're stand-up guys. You know, they might come off as edgy, but they're all good dudes. I can attest to that.
Yep.
All right. I think that's it, man. Not too much news. We can jump straight into the markets because, you know, we're kind of waiting for that ETF to be announced here. So
Wednesday should be a really good show. I'm looking forward to that one for the weekly update.
For sure. All right, let's get into these BRC 20s. Number one is Track. No surprise there. You know, Track got all the way down to like almost high $3. But let's see where it's at. It's at $5.01. So really good bounce back there. Up 11.85% on 24 hours. BMP, that's one that you and I have been talking about for the past 2 weeks. Let's see if they've gotten to 3 cents. Nope, not yet. Still sitting at 2 cents. But the volume is there. The volume is definitely there. They're up 6.67% on the 24 hours, sitting at number 2. Number 3 is Shint, Satoshi Hunters. They're down 27.66%. This is a project that Francis Dune from YouTube, you guys probably know him, Francis Unplugged, and you know, he's a good YouTuber and was early in terms of explaining Ordinals to the community and stuff. So he's been back in the community, and they're at 15 cents. Wow, that's a pretty big jump up.
He came back and was like, "I'm back," and came in very loud and very charged up. So shout out Francis.
Yep, shout out to Francis. He does a great job on his channel. And then you got Stats at number 4. They're down 9.72%, sitting at 6 zeros and a 6.2. So that's looking kind of down right now. So I expect Ordi to be up, because usually when Ordi is down, Sats is up, and vice versa. So let's see. Sats is up 3.80% on volume for the 24-hour, but let's see, it's at $70.30. So it's not really up that much either. It's kind of, you know, just hanging around that $70 mark. Then you have Graph. It looks like GRPH up 293%, sitting at 76 cents with a 21 million supply. So this was obviously pumped recently, because haven't heard too much about them. Sykes is Super Saiyan, the Dragon Ball token game thing that happened. It's down 99%. It's sitting at 3 zeros and a 7. Ghosty,
what happened with that? Do you know what was that? A rug?
Nah, I don't know if it was a rug, but
there's only 2 listed. Like, that's scary. Like, what the hell happened?
Well, I mean, if there's only 2 listed, that means that people aren't selling. There's only 29 holders. Oh, you know what? This is something different. Sorry, this is there's number 1 there. It's not an I. So maybe I'm wrong on this one. This is not the Dragon Ball token there.
That's a scammer.
This is someone was trying to just pump it. And then you have Ghosty down 3.7%. 0.7%, sitting at 54 cents. So kind of going back and forth between 50 and 60 cents there. I am still bullish on Ghosty just because they're active. They have a utility, and so we'll see what happens there. HSAC, no volume in the past 24 hours. VMAP, no volume in the past 24 hours. Scan is up 68%. That's the one that we just went over. So yeah, like 900 market cap, a little bit less now at 8 cents. So that's one I'm going to be checking out. Then you have SATX up 62.79% on the 24-hour volume. You have Pi. This is a new one, up 71.12%. Then what's $985? There has to be like 1,000 of these. Let's see. Wow, the supply is nuts. Okay, it's 3.14 Pi.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, makes sense. But yeah.
Like
sorry. Okay, 985 for the amount. Sorry, I got the price wrong. There's like 9 zeros there. I'm gonna look that one up because that one is obviously one. Yeah, it's an emoji one, I think. So then you have Bavo. Bavo does like metaverse assets. They have like the pets, Bavo pets. They're up 21.63%, sitting at 6 cents. You have .com. .com has been a leader in the BRC20 space for the past like month, I'd say. They have a website to where you can use tools to find market caps and stuff with BRC20. They are down in volume by 55%, but let's see what their price is at. $3.95. So not looking too bad, actually. Then you have Wizard sitting at 0 volume on 24. Then you have SBTC up 3.13%, sitting at 4 cents. Traverse is back in the top 23, but it's 0 volume here. You have Core up 63.64%, sitting at 2 cents there. VDBX up 1.61% at 5 cents. Orpo, 0 volume. You have OSPI at number 22, up 14.68%, sitting at 5 cents. This thing got all the way to like 21 cents, but it kind of shot up late because the developer kind of finished the website a little bit later, but in this last run up. But they definitely have like a wallet tracking for BRC20. It's kind of like debank, like I always say, but check it out. And then they have Hot X here at number 23, up 8.33% on the 24-hour volume, sitting at 17 cents right now. Any BRC20s that you want me to kind of check out?
Yeah, take a look at Honk. Where's Honk been?
Let's see where Honk is at. Honk is at, it is at 0.398. So we're looking at, I mean, it's not too bad, but we definitely don't want this to continue to go down. Honk is not one that I worry too much about. They should still have 1378, so not too bad.
It's funny how some more connection to Goosenol happens. Like when Goosenols go down, Honk goes down. The connection is insane.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy. Rats is sitting at 3 zeros and a 2, so almost probably around that $200 million market cap. Rats is still strong. I mean, $200 million is a lot. So
for sure.
But that is the BRC20 weekend market update. I do believe once Bitcoin shoots up and then it finds a place, that's whenever things are start getting crazy again. So we might have to wait a couple weeks, guys, for things to get crazy in here.
For sure. And I will take you guys over to the digital artifacts part of Ordinals. And I'm always on the 7-day, just so you guys know. Node Monkey sitting at 0.21. This got all the way up to about 0.29. Did it hit the 2.9?
Yeah, it did. It did. Okay. It touched it. It did touch it.
So we touched it 0.29, and we got the Bitcoin puppets, man. I'm on the 7-day, and the puppets are in the 2 spot. That's strength right there. Doubled the frogs, but it's always with that hot new project. That seems to be the thing here in Ordinals. Whatever's the hottest, especially in the downtrend like we're in right now. I think you got Bitcoin frog sitting at 0.175. This, like you said earlier, got up to about almost 0.5 of Bitcoin. But it's a nice little pullback because at one point this thing was at 0.05 in September, right? So
that's when I picked it up.
So that's what I mean, though, because like this is so healthy for all this stuff, man. It really is.
But you can't sit here and say that we're in the same energy anywhere close to where we were in that September lull.
No, but I just feel like a lot of people took profit. That's just my point is like we were up so high, and I felt it did a mile away. I got out a little too early on most things, but I felt that that pop off top, you know what I mean? And I'm okay with getting out of things a little early because I think I can get back into everything cheaper than I got out anyway. But it is what it is. And the frogs are sitting at 0.175. Then we got Bitmap sitting at 0.005. Bitmap's got all the way up to almost about 0.008. Did they hit that 0.008? Do you remember? I remember getting to 78.
I think so. I think it
Yeah.
did.
But yeah,
Got to
it's sitting up.
$400, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, close
Yeah.
to
So,
it. 380. I think it's at
yeah,
390.
380.
But yeah, Bitmap's coming down, and I wanted to go lower. I want to get more. We got the golden ratio. What is this?
Horatio, golden ratio, by Harto. I thought it said Horatio. I was like, oh my god. Yeah, it looks like just kind of art collection there.
Yeah.
So
Art's apparently popping according to Jeroen. So
yeah,
shout out Jeroen. If you're not checking his stuff out, go check him out. He is on X, and he puts out a daily post every day with the last 24 hours of Ordinals. A lot of times that's where we get a lot of our stuff from. So check him out. And we got Swarms sitting at 0.31. There's only 68 of these, right? 64 of these.
yeah.
I was wondering how they got to such a high number against Bitcoin, but that's just because they have such low supply. Opium, look at the puppets. The Opium kind of like the Bitcoin bears to the Bitcoin bear cubs, kind of similar, very sitting at 0.059. What is the collect? What is
That's so
977?
crazy that the puppets are the floor is higher than them, right? Or no?
Is it? No.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that
Yeah, yeah.
I saw another
It's about
zero.
half, but
Okay,
still though, how many
it
puppets
can't
is there? 10,000? Just about.
almost. Yeah.
Yeah, that actually
But
might be even high
the
then.
inscription number for opium is like 400,000.
Oh shit, running frogs. Wow.
Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll
Yeah,
see.
interesting. Interesting. And we got the Ordinal Maxi Bid sitting at 0.46. This keeps kind of climbing back up, man. This won't stay down. It got down to about 0.4 on our weekly update, and today it's back up to 0.6465. Pepe's brand new project just got on the scene. Last night I was in the Ordinal support desk and they were talking about this. I jumped on it. I minted 5, but only got 1 because I was late to the party. But hey, I'm very happy I got 1. For free, just paid $25 mint price. Well, I paid $125 mint price because I tried to get 5 and I didn't get all 5. So that's sitting at 0.002. So I'm back at even there. I'm very happy with that. Bitcoin pump sitting at 0.05. This thing shot up after Jubilee. Did you see the pump?
Oh yeah. It got to
Ooh.
0.08.
Yeah, it was crazy. Then we have
Oh
Mail.
no. The one that was the curse punks. The
The
curse
curse
punks don't
punks. That's
yeah,
what it
not the
was.
regular
Okay.
ones. Yeah.
What are the curse punks at then? Because that shot up
I'm
huge.
pulling it up.
Let me
Yeah.
finish this real quick. Already mounted at 0.0074. This is something new on the 7-day, the 7 Bitcoin volume. And then what's the skulls? Is this Scolio? It's new.
I'm not sure.
Firework skull, donut skull. These are cool. How they all got their own name. I like it, dude. I like it a lot. If the images will come up for me. It looks like my computer's having a little trouble here getting these images up. I don't know why. I'll look into that for you guys. And here's the no, still nothing. Give it a quick refresh. Come on. Oh, here we go. That dude, I like these, bro.
They're pretty cool.
I like
There's only
them a
69
lot.
of them.
I love how they all have different names. I mean, yeah, they're going for a lot. What are they going for? 0.08. Yeah, I like them though. They're nice.
Yeah.
What was the? Should we share your screen real quick?
Oh, the punks, the curse punks. So they're actually they drop back down because I think everything is right now.
Yeah.
But they got to 0.008. I think maybe they even got past that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like I mean, I like these. I feel like, these are definitely a value buy right now because in the future when curse becomes like really sought after. So we'll see what happens though.
Yeah, man. All right. You want to take us through the next one?
Yeah, let's do it. BRC 420, guys. This is the Bitmap pretty much metaverse asset marketplace. That's what it's becoming, right? I mean, during our spaces, we had Foxy talking about they're integrating these assets into their metaverse, Bitmap metaverse. We had Bitcoin Kingdom also none of that was prompted either. They just voluntarily said, hey, we're integrating BRC 420s in, and I can see possibly like Bitmap Valley doing something like this too. But we'll see what happens. The number one in volume is the King, the blue box here. You can see the price is 0.4. There's 10,000 of these guys. They're sitting at 17,575. The price is really, been held really strong, honestly. even though it dropped back, everything's dropped back, right? This is the very first BRC 420 ever deployed. It's deployed by bitmap.tech, which was previously Recursive Verse. So yeah, that's why it's really kind of sought after here. And there's going to be obviously tokens and stuff that come with this later, wrapping capabilities and stuff, but just stay tuned. We'll update you guys once that's ready. And then you have Mineral. Mineral's the second hottest one right now in terms of volume, and for good reason. They are supposedly backed by a fund. We'll find out more information. We're going to have them on the show this coming Tuesday, but they're sitting at $233 or $30 at 0.00525. There's 40,000 of these, and they are planning to allow you to stake these on a layer 2 that they're building for Bitcoin, and earn like the mineral token on that layer 2.
Real quick, they're not building a layer 2. Jeffrey from bitmap.tech is building it, but they'll be utilizing his.
Okay. So you got confirmation on that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm like 90% sure on that. Yes.
Okay, so we'll clarify on Tuesday. Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, man, that probably just be better to do that,
Yeah.
Since they're kind of already working. I didn't see these.
They got
things.
it. Yep.
I didn't see these badges the other day, so it looks like they're partnered with the site here now. And I mean, they have the badge here. The badge of honor is what we like to call it.
And Jeff, we want our badge, bro. We want ours.
Yeah,
let us get our
badges.
Hit
that volume. Bro. We got to hit that volume community. You got to get them resident Shizzies and Yagobis.
Get those up for us, guys. Appreciate you.
Yeah, guys. But so this is one that I'm really bullish on, but not financial advice. Do your own research, guys. Listen to the show on Tuesday. Hopefully, you can get some really good research information from us. Number 3 is this song is about NFTs. This was a tweet that was posted by Elon Musk a week and a half ago. Once he posted it, some degen, which we love degens over here, decided that they were going to inscribe the song on Bitcoin.
$7,000.
Yeah, 7,000.
Yep, to mint it. Yep, one
chain. Oh wow, goodness gracious, that cost a lot. And then deployed it on BRC 420. It crashed the site because it minted out so fast. But this got all the way to $700, guys. $700. Now it's down to $240, but still everything's down. Key, I have to talk about it because it's here, but I don't know what the key goes to. It's at $17 sub 0.0004. I'm sure it's to some like awesome, like I don't know, like world in the bitmap world. Then you have Bitmap Town. It's pulled back to $68. This thing is like kind of giving me some gray hairs because I got some in the beginning at I think at $50. It got all the way to 300, but I'm not worried. Once the push goes back up, everything will start to correct. Metabox 391. Then you have IQ50 Club. Still wondering about this thing at $2,400. Sir White Paper. This is from Blockamodo, part of his little collection there, sitting at $109.85 is the floor. Bitmap Kingdom sitting at $615. There's only 55 of these. This is weird because like the gray light one is $615, but then you go to the Bitmap Kingdom black one, there's only 55 of those. These are like almost 200 more, so it's weird. Yeah. Then you got Chip Game Box. This is the poker game where you're supposedly allowed to play poker using BRC 420.
Yeah, we should get one and then do a live poker event and win that.
Dude, that would be awesome, right? That'd be awesome. Yeah, I mean, I like the art on this. This is bad. This is awesome, right? The 3D thing. Sitting at $46, pretty cheap. There's 10,000 only, so we'll see. I like how it's not just a regular box, right?
Yeah.
And then you have Batoshi's Gold Seed at $2,500, yeah, which is red, and there's only 101. Bitmap Kingdom, the one that we just talked about, and then this will be the last one I checked. The Citizen Zero, sitting at $1,748. Still just shocked that this thing jumped up that much.
Yeah, no.
This is Batoshi, what he looks
like. Did you check out the Biodome? That's the first time I've seen that. It looks actually interesting.
Biodome.
What is that?
No, it's not Biodome. It's Biome. Oh. Biome DLC activator. I guess there's going to be a DLC that comes with this. Yeah, $14,990. But yeah. And then we'll go over to our tokens. This is our update shill that we do, other than our t-shirts today that we usually don't talk about, like shops, but since we did that today, which is really cool too. It's cool gear. But anyways, you can see right here Water Nookie, which is like almost past halfway. This is Sam Sage there. Little shout out there.
Sam is actually in the process of creating us a outro song, so look out for that. So Sam's a musician, and he's putting us together a beat with some dropping some bars on it for us. It should be very special, so look out for that as well.
Will be really, really fun. And here's your Resident Yagobi, still at 192. We still got some ways to go, but appreciate all the people that helped
5%, dude. That's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad, not bad, not bad.
This is a long play for us. We want to get a shit ton of holders. That's the goal. So that's why we made it so long.
And then Resident Shizzy here at 25, 22 holders there. Yep, not bad at all. But, guys, I would so BRC 420, in my opinion, is going to just get bigger and bigger because of these other bitmap worlds that are going to be integrating, the assets into it. You think about this is a single awesome game, right? Except for there's going to be multiple of these worlds that are going to incorporate these in there. It's just the start. It's going to be crazy, man. I'm excited.
Yep, I am very excited, and I'm going to take you guys over to the Sea of Red, the Red Sea, as I call it, over on Atomical. But sitting at $11.46 is Atom back in that number one spot. Quark took it for about a week and a half, and now Quark's falling back down a little bit. This could be one that's special because of the holder count, 14,000. But the one thing about Atomicals that I don't like is there's a new fad every day, a new coin minted out every single day. And it's normal people can't mine these things. You need to be very have your computer do it for you. So we'll see what Unisat does to that. But then we have Realm actually getting killed. I bought some of this at 90 cents and I'm still holding. Hurts my stomach to look at it, but there it is. We have AVM sitting at about 12 cents. Another one that I got for 35 cents and I'm still holding. Quantum sitting at 0.001, 2.5 sats. DMint, same thing, up 28% on the day though, so that is there. Electron sitting at up 18%, sitting at 6.8 sats. Neutron 2.3 sats, down 12%. Proton. Where's Rect, man? There's Rect. It's sitting pretty flat at 20 cents. This is one with actually a team behind it. Shout out again the base community because I think he is part of that. So. Yeah, and we got just your normal stuff down here. No one even knows. Look, there's new coins every day, like SoFon, so much stuff. But I'm very bullish on this stuff, so I'm holding. I'm not dumping, but not financial advice either. I don't know what's going to happen. This could continue to be red for a long time, but we'll see. Yeah, man.
All right. Yeah, I'm not worried about Atomicals. I think it's going to be like I said, another early entry ecosystem, and so. We'll see what happens there. All right, so Ordinals Wallet. This is the last one, guys. We do this for you. The tap tokens here. We're going to start off with Base having the most volume in the past 7 days. They did their snapshot. Their actual snapshot did happen. I've announced that 3 times, and I guess it was just pushed back, but it actually did happen because they posted on Twitter today.
Did the price drop?
A little bit, not too much.
Not much, yeah.
34.68. Shout out to the Base guys. You guys have done a great job in, just showing value to the community for that floor price to maintain between $3 and $4 grand. I mean, sometimes you got to give credit when credit is due, and that's a perfect example. Gib comes in number 2 with a 7-day volume, sitting at 14 cents. So it's bouncing back up, guys. This thing, I think it jumped all the way to 20 something cents, but there's 66 million of these, so kind of have to see how that works out. But it's definitely was the hottest tap token at one point. I feel like tap is definitely going to be turning it up here very soon. Jubilee's done, all that stuff. We'll see what happens here. Dark token is sitting at $2.39. Really glad to see this kind of, it was heading down. It looked like it was going to zero at one point. Not 0, but it was just down only, and now it's bounced back up from $1.40 down back up here. So it's probably the highest market cap, sitting at 10 million supply. Then you have OrdFi. OrdFi is sitting at 10 cents. OrdFi is another one that was an early popular meme token. I think it's going to do well once the tap market really starts to pick up. Then you have RPG sitting at 4 cents. That's a 21 million supply, has a team behind it. You have Bitmap token, which is has a lot of holders. It's sitting at 11 cents, not too bad. Troll is sitting at 3 cents, 21 million supply, strong team behind this one. In terms of meme team, they're just really good at the social media side of things. And then you have Miner. Miner is connected to, wow, this is a big sell of Miner though, $1.74, and then it goes to $4. So it's a part of the Dark City ecosystem. with the dark token and all that stuff. So, and I think that's it, man. That's pretty much it. Yeah. So token markets are a little bit boring right now, guys, in terms of Bitcoin DeFi or, Ordinal, OrdFi, whatever you want to call it. But it won't be forever. We've definitely gone through some long stretches of like, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, you go back and watch the videos. I still do. They're actually really cool. Where it's like there's a few days in our old videos where we're just like, oh, zero volume on everything again.
Oh my god, I remember the BRC20 market update, dude. Like there was like 50% of the top 24 had zero volume in 24 hours, and I was just kind of like, all right,
what are we doing?
No, but that kind of goes to show, like, we could have easily just like said, you know what, let's turn the cameras off, and this is not a jab at anybody. This is honest to God. Like maybe like I was thinking that a little bit, maybe, but maybe I wasn't. You'll never know. No, I'm just kidding. But what I'm saying is that like it's easy to kind of do that, right? Because you're just like, what can we do here? What can we use our time better for? But like what you and I did was like, where can we build? How can we keep people engaged into ordinals? And like honestly, like I feel like at one point it was like part of our duty to like keep ordinals interesting for like outsiders to come in. We're not a huge show, but we were a show that was still going when other shows weren't, right? And so I, I'm proud of that. I'm proud the fact that like we were still doing every Saturday morning spaces for builders and founders and the community, like educated and tell people about you. And like there was a time when we just like had artists after artists after artists on our show, and that was awesome. Even though like the space was slow, so if we're slow for about 2 weeks, that's nothing because we're used to way worse.
And I'm like, excited for Wednesday, and excited for after Bitcoin flies up and kind of sits back again. So I'm excited for that. But in the meantime, go get ready for the next bull market, guys. Go get your Ordinal Revolution gear. Go get your hoodies. Go get your shirts. We appreciate it. Let's make Ordinal Revolution the brand, the clothing brand that outbeats all
the culture
crypto.
brand.
The culture brand. I love it. That beats all crypto. Culture. Yeah, man. So go get your gear from us, our trusted ordinals that will always be here for you guys. And thank you if you do that. If not, that's fine. Thank you. But that's our show today. Smash the like for us. We don't say that enough because you guys don't do it. So we're gonna have to start saying it. But please, on your way out today, just hit that like for us. We'd really appreciate it. Hit the sub for us, and if you can go to ordinalrevolution.com, we want to get those things up. If you like us but you can't support us by buying something or whatever, you can at least go to the website every single day, just check it out and kind of do your thing. Just one click.
New articles up there and stuff. And
new article. I saw your new article, dude. I liked it. It was good.
And one more thing too. We do have memberships. Don't have pressure on that. This is literally you get videos to kind of pick our brain and see what we're thinking about the markets and what we're doing personally, which is different from each other for sure. You'll see. But if you can't, no worries. We have our Discord too. You guys can just go and mingle and get to know and get to know each other in this community, which is an amazing community, because we can't wait till Nashville. We want to do meet and greets and hang out and go out to dinner and have fun and stuff. So
it's going to be a good time, guys. We appreciate you guys, and that's the show.
Peace.